This whole waiting for 2 weeks for an episode is driving me crazy. Crazy, I tell you! That was creepy, wasn't it? So I watched episode 4. Mixed feelings about this episode animation-wise. Let's cover that first. So far, episode 1 and 3 were the better animated episodes. 2 was still the worst one, but 4 was almost there because of certain facial configurations on Mamoru. And did you see that scene where like Umino and what's that arcade guy's name? I'm not really looking it up. I'm just pretending. I think it was Motoki, the arcade guy. You know who I'm talking about. Andrew. Shut up. But yeah, did you see that scene where the two of them walked into the arcade talking about Princess D? It was awkward. Like, one's very tall, one's very short, but it's like Andrew had like no. That may have been his outfit, but he had like no. It's hard to describe. Like he had like a very tall body, had very short legs. Just look at that screenshot. It looks awkward. Looks very awkward. Like Umino looks tiny. Motoki just looks like weird. Come on, Toei. We want something better than this. Like, we get the shinies here and there, but can you care about everything that you're animating instead of, like, putting priorities over the, the major scenes? Like, there are some scenes where they, they did perfect animation on, but the secondary scenes that only last a couple seconds. They're just like, who cares? I care! And so does everybody else, okay? Stop being lazy, Toei Animation. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Other than that, episode 4 was a lot of fun to watch. I held on to my heart throughout most of it. I'll get to that in a minute. I love how Ray's behavior has changed. She's not that little bitchy, anything you could do, I could do better kind of a girl. That's right, you are a bitch. Stay in your corner. You're next. I just like how the characters are much more like the manga. Like, Ray in the animated series, she complained about, like, how, Usagi should be a better leader and how she could do everything better. And Ray was just a little bitchy in the first series. And this one, she's a little more fine. She's like, more worried about... She is worried about Usagi, but it's, like, she's more concentrated on her job and just trying to focus on situations like, okay... I'm a sailor soldier. Makes sense because I had supernatural powers, so this is kind of cool. I'm in an arcade for the first time. This is awesome. It may seem a little bland at first, but I'm hoping that their characters can grow as long as they're with Usagi, which is the whole point. These girls that never knew Usagi had like these mediocre, miserable lives. Like Ami was mostly alone and just stuck with her books. Ray was treated like she was a freak. Makoto, she would just beat up a lot of people. And Minako, it's like she had issues. I'm trying to remember. This is a fun episode, isn't it? I'm trying to remember Minako's like I tried reading the Sailor V manga. I tried. I'm still trying. But the whole point is that these girls had like these mediocre, sad lives until Usagi comes into their life, and that's when their characters start to blossom because they didn't have any friends until Usagi came into their life. So they're gonna start out a little bland compared to Usagi, but once they continue to be with her, they're gonna get personality like no other. So I just gotta keep watching the show for their personalities to blossom. I do like how Ray's personality is a lot more refined and a lot more like the manga. I like how a lot more serious handling the situation. I mean, Usagi is being Usagi, but that's just how she always was. Even in the manga, even as Princess Serenity, she was hyper and I just like the personality so far, and I can't wait to watch more. This episode was about they heard that a princess from the D Kingdom. They always want the D. They want the D. Princess D wants the D. I'm sorry, I had to do that. I'm not sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Hashtag. But that princess is bringing some sort of secret treasure. Everybody thinks it's the Imperial Silver Crystal, so they're going inside to infiltrate, and they're disguising themselves as princesses. I love how it's just not only Usagi that's being the princess. It's all three of them. They look so pretty. It's just so special for all three of them. I like that. Like, they're more of a team instead of being a little self-centered as they usually were in the past. but not in the manga. As Rei and Ami are actually doing their job, trying to find the princess and protect her, there's Usagi, who has like this childlike wonder, and she can't help herself. She's at a ball, and she wants this fantasy to come true of her dancing at a nice fancy ball, being treated like a princess, and that's why I didn't find it too intolerable, because like it does seem like it's selfish enough for her to like go to a party and have like Rei and Ami do all the work, but you can't really blame her. I mean, you're supposed to be doing your job, but it's a pretty ball and you're in a pretty dress. Come on, you gotta dance once. Sure enough, Tuxedo Mask is there and they dance together, and it's just my heart. There's just, this is why I love Sailor Moon Crystal. It's because the romance that is blossoming between these two characters is just like the manga. That's why, like, I can't really stand the original series with how their chemistry started at first, and then say, hey, you were a princess, you were a prince, we were in love, okay, so boom, chemistry. I just hate how that was so sudden. In this manga, in this show, they're starting something. It's like, at first they had a rough start, but it's like they're slowly getting together, and they sense all this familiarity, and they can't help but like want to hold on to each other, because I know it's kind of sudden how like they just meet and they're instantly in love, but it's the familiarity. That's why I excuse this kind of love at first sight thing, where it's like they knew each other in the past, they can sense it, they may not know it, but there is something between these two that they just know that they love each other, and I love it. Love it, 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 love it. There was the kisu. Kisu. Feels so romantic. Grabbing onto my heart, I'm like, so romantic. And the one thing that I am confused over, I'm sure all of you are concerned, the generals are working together. Jadeite's alive. Like, he disappeared in the third episode. I'm like, okay, what's happening? So Mars didn't kill him. Is Beryl gonna punish him? No! All four of them are just like, alright, you can't handle this. Let's just work together. These minions are figuring out the one flaw that every Sailor Moon villain had. And that was backfiring each other. Like, Sailor Moon S was the... Well, maybe Sailor Moon R is the perfect example. Because, like, in the first season with Beryl was just like, hey, you're useless. You're next. If you don't want to be like that guy, you're gonna work for me. But in R, not including Ann and Alan, with Rubius, like, he would, you know... There's a moth behind me. Yeah! But in R, like, with Rubius, he had like the four sisters, and slowly one by one they were becoming human. And then when he kept failing, Emerald comes in and his ship's going down. He's like, "Great, you're here to save me." And she's like, "Our clan has no room for failures," and kills him. Why would you do that? Like, why would you stop? Shouldn't throw that. That was my pair of glasses. Yes, I wear glasses. You don't believe me? You learn something new every day from Anime America, and I'm gonna wear them. Just, that was loud. I wear these every time, like, I get a little, if I get dizzy from editing videos. I do it for you. I wear glasses because I had to edit for you. Megane. Robin with glasses. This is something you thought you'd never see. Look, like, I can see myself. Look at that. Ooh. Focus. Meganes are supposed to focus. We're supposed to focus. But even in, this is distracting, I'm gonna take it off. But even in, like, Sailor Moon S, like, just when I thought that was bad in R, when, like, Emerald killed Rubius for no good reason, other than the fact that he's just a failure, in Sailor Moon S, they were backstabbing each other. Like, Kiara now was killed by Mehmet was killed by Tallulah. They just kept killing each other because they all wanted the professor's attention. And it's just like, it's no wonder he couldn't succeed. He was dealing with bitches. And bitches be crazy. Even in Sailor Moon, like, Super S, the Amazon Quartet, like, demolished the Amazon Trio. They sent that one clown and killed all three of them until Pegasus comes in and saves the day. But these generals are, like, probably looking back at those seasons like, yeah, let's just work together. Maybe we might succeed this time. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That none of that ever happened in the manga. They're they're doing like the stories and the chapters well, but Jedite's supposed to be dead, and they're not supposed to be really working together. This is Nephrite's mission, and like he gets defeated, and Dex is Zoisite and Kunzite, but no, all four of them are like, we're doing this. We're doing this together. So I am curious. I like where this is going. I like how all four of them are together, and Jedite's still alive. I want my Senshi Exiteno, so I like where this is going. I like where this is going. And I saw the preview for the next episode, which was not like meshed up clips, as you guys pointed out, and I had to watch it like, damn. So maybe Jedite's not alive, because this is all like reused clips, but he is alive. I told you. I told you. If I hold it like this, is not too bad. Yeah, alright, I can wear my glasses. I did watch the preview in the next episode. It's gonna be Sailor Jupiter. She comes in, and I like what I'm seeing so far. She looks mature. She looks like you don't want to mess with her. And so far the transformation's like, yes, there's the lightning. Like, if Mars gets engulfed in flames, Jupiter just needs to be surrounded by godlike lightning and thunder. It's like, yes! I see it and I love it. I want more of it. I can't wait for the next episode. I gotta wait 2 weeks. I can watch like all the other anime with like, you know, only 1 week away from each other. But Sailor Moon Crystal, no, they gotta like be special. They gotta be special. Pressing me up. So what you guys think of Sailor Moon episode 4? Like, animation was a little off with a few scenes, especially the scene with Umino and Motoki. It's just but the romance was there. I love that the generals are doing something different this time, and we're gonna see a preview of Sailor Jupiter being badass, so I can't wait. Coming up will be those 32 things we've been talking about. We picked our men and women, so we look forward to that. And we also have some interviews that I need to edit from Omni Expo, because we interviewed Matthew Mercer. He's the voice of Levi. Daryl Gilbo, he is the voice of main character from Durara. Yeah. And we also interviewed another girl. I can't remember the top of my head. Sorry, Megan, I can't remember. We also interviewed Team 4 Star. I'm not sure if I'll release that one because the interview was a little shaky, but I'll see what I can do about that. And Megan interviewed 3 voice actors at MetroCon. I'm probably going to mash those together because one thing I'm noticing, I want to know what you guys think about our interviews, because it's like all our other videos get a lot of likes and page views, and our interviews don't really get that much. It's like you guys don't really care about who we interview. I mean, these are awesome people that we talk to. You guys just don't want to watch them. It's kind of sad. They do a lot of good work for you, and we got to interview them. Just leave us a comment down below. What do you guys think of the 4th episode? What do you guys think about interviews for Anime America? Just be on the lookout for some more interviews. Top 32 sexy men and women of anime. I said 32 things. I spoiled it. Now you already know it's top 32 sexy men and women of anime. But yeah, we picked out our contestants, so stay tuned to that. We're gonna do some more plotting for the top 32 sexy men and women of anime. Gendo, Megane, Creeper here, yes. Stay tuned, Anime America.